A second harrowing, hard night for the rescue teams, but this isn't about saving lives anymore. Sadly, the situation goes like this: a long procession of rescue workers bringing out the dead, and then a procession of ambulances taking the bodies away. And so many relatives desperate to know if their loved ones are alive or dead. What was a rescue operation has now become a long-running procession, carrying bodies to the surface. A fleet of ambulances no longer waiting for the injured, but driving away the dead. This the somber aftermath of an underground fire, an explosion, poison fumes, every miner's worst fear. And now for their families, a stunned incomprehension at the loss. Rescuers did their level best, but most of the miners who died had no means of escape. Hour after hour, families waited in vain. It's become a grim routine now. Every so often, a body arriving, the people here, so many of them, hoping they will recognize their loved ones, hoping they'll be alive, but that is a forlorn hope. Names of the dead were posted at a coordination center, and the numbers kept growing. It was as if people couldn't bring themselves to believe the scale of what had happened. And the timing couldn't have been worse. A shift change maximized numbers, a power failure followed the explosion, and that meant the lift to the surface didn't work. Fire and rescue teams pumped oxygen into the pits. It's thought most victims died from carbon monoxide poisoning. There are claims that safety standards here weren't adequate, but they're rejected by the mine's owners, and the government gave the pit a safety all-clear in March. Demonstrations took place in the capital Ankara. Water cannon and tear gas were used to clear the crowds. Protests were also staged outside the company that owns the mine in Istanbul, and later spread to Taksim, the district where anti-government protests flared last year. Prime Minister Erdogan visited the mine and the nearby town of Soma, where he was jeered in a small demonstration. He promised an inquiry.
It's
one of the biggest work accidents in our history. 77 million people are feeling this pain, and it's hard to go through this process. We are sorry to lose the miners working to earn their living. I give my condolences to their families and to the nation.
Whatever lies behind the disaster deep beneath the Turkish earth, this country will take a long time to absorb the shock. And some will never recover. And so the questions about mining safety in Turkey are bound to multiply. There will be an inquiry. Whether that will be enough to satisfy those who have lost loved ones remains to be seen. And the process of identifying the dead, the process of finding more bodies, is far from over. There's a lot of heartache ahead.